everyone. I am officially back here at Blitsy. Katie's not here, but we still have Claudia going live with us today, and we have a really cool project to show you and some fun products to talk about. So lots in store for you guys. I think we should head over to Emily, check in with her, see how she's doing after her long weekend in Florida.
Yes, I decided to keep the tropical beachy theme going today. I hope everyone had a great long weekend. I'm excited that Meghan is back with us in the studio. Can't wait for her to just jump right back in. And yeah, let me know what you're loving today that they're showing you, if you have any questions, and I'll try my best to get them over to them.
Awesome. So we're going to kick it off, I think, with the Blowout Sale, right?
Yes, we have so many awesome products on sale right now, and we have a few of them here to show you.
Should we kick it off with some coloring books?
All-time fave.
All-time fave, I know. I still haven't gotten one because, you know, I have so much time in my hands now, so much free time. But we still love the coloring books, and one day I will get one of these because they are so awesome and so fun to play with and color on. So first up here we have The Art of Mindfulness, Peace and Calm. And this one I think is my favorite because, you know me, I have no patience and I don't like small things. This has, you know, kind of bigger designs. They're not quite as intricate as some of the other coloring books because, you know, I have short attention span. I need to have something that I can start and finish in a short amount of time rather than, you know, prolonging it. But really cool designs, some flowers, looks like some leaves, and, you know, just really cool kind of African animals. So loving the Peace and Calm coloring. We have the Happy and Energized coloring book. This one, same kind of deal, you know, not quite as intricate designs. There are a few there, so for those of you that like kind of adding lots of bold colors, you have the opportunity to do so with this coloring book. So you can see similar designs throughout. We have some kind of koi fish here. You know, loving the Happy and Energized coloring book. What else? Relaxed and Focused, Serene and Tranquil. Once again, these are very similar to the prior two as far as designs and larger detail instead of fine detail. And if you do love the fine detail,
teeny tiny detail.
Teeny tiny. Do you have this? Do you have one of these? The tropical? No.
I don't.
No. Okay, I thought maybe you did because I know a lot of the girls here have the kind of finer detail coloring books, and I thought maybe you were one of them. But Tropical World, as you can see, much finer detail. So if you love kind of, you know, taking your time with things, this is great because you can kind of start and go at your own pace and add, you know, different colors, you know, do kind of, you know, you can do shading or not, but you can kind of add, you know, for this guy, you could add different colors of green. So loving the coloring book.
Artwork.
Yeah, right? And these are great because I feel like since they are so intricate, you can kind of cut them out and kind of frame them and do really cool, really cool projects with these. So love the Tropical World, and then this is very similar to the Enchanted Forest. You have, you know, kind of forest theme designs and a castle.
A castle, of course.
Obviously, it's enchanted, right? So this one's really cool too. And then we have the Meditative Designs coloring book, and I don't think I've actually seen this one before. Is this a new one? Do we know?
I haven't seen it either.
This one it's new to me. I don't know if it's new or not. It's new to me, but this one also looks like it has some of the fine details. So if you have been wanting to get a coloring book, or you know someone that loves it and you want to give them a gift, now is the time to get these because they are on sale. So I think the kind of world has embraced coloring books these days, and now you can as well because you can stock up on, you know, multiple coloring books because they're a great deal. So love the coloring books. Once again, I need to get myself one of these.
Yeah, or stock up now for gifts for any occasion.
Emily, do our friends on chat have coloring books, love coloring books, need to get coloring books?
I would say it's all of the above, actually. We definitely have some coloring book lovers with us. One of the ones you showed, Tropical World, that's the one I was working on this weekend on the plane on my way to Florida, which was perfect because it was a good chance to just zone out and kind of like pick the different colors and designs. I use the Stadler pens, like you mentioned, those really fine line ones that are really good for getting those little details. But a lot of really good prices on these coloring books. They are up to 51% off in our sales, so it's a great chance to stock up. And now that we've got that free shipping over $50, you can always just get a couple for you and your friends, and it's no problem. It's free shipping right to you.
And like you said, using the coloring books on an airplane, I feel like is the perfect place. Because you're just trying to kill some time. You know, there's normally, you know, not very good movies playing. You're just kind of like your quiet time to kind of, you know, focus, meditate. It's a great place. And also, since it's the summer, a lot of beach time, vacations. You just want to kind of, you know, unplug, get off your cell phones, your iPads. It's a great time to kind of grab those, bring them to the beach, or just bring them outside, you know, and enjoy the nice weather.
The sunshine.
Yeah.
Coloring in the sunshine.
So check out the coloring books. Great deal and perfect time of year to kind of unwind and relax.
Yeah.
What do we have next, Claudia?
We have two products that kind of work well together. Don't have to use them together, but they're both really cool. We have the Molotow masking liquids.
Love that.
That we have kind of, I think we've demoed them before, but just a little refresher. It's a masking liquid, so it comes in different sizes, and they also sell a refill. But basically, you just draw your design with the pen and let it dry, and then any color that you apply over it, this acts as a mask.
Yeah.
So let's see. And then the second product that I was going to show you is the Peerless watercolors.
These are really cool, by the way.
Yes, these are some of my favorites. They come in a little booklet like this, and you can either like snip the color off like a little square and use it, or you can put them in a plastic protector.
I was going to say, it doesn't come this way, right? You just organize it that way.
Yeah, I just put them in on these like plastic sheets so that...
That's cool, yeah, so they stay covered. And
and so that they don't stick to one another. But yeah, you can use them in any way, shape, or form that you like. I'll just show you how concentrated these are, because they're really cool.
When I first saw these and I saw that it was just paper, I'm like, how does this work?
I know.
This is like magic. I had no idea, because, you know, you see paper and you think, wait, this is actually paint. So it's super cool that that's how it comes, and you can kind of snip how much you want to use, so you're not kind of getting the whole thing wet, right?
Yeah,
you can kind of pick and choose, you know, how much color you want to use at any given time.
And then what's really cool about these is that you can blend the colors and you never get like a muddy brown. Like you'll get like a cool combo of whatever colors you're using, but it's never gonna actually
That's
turn
really
to
good to
mud.
know. Yeah, because you know you're thinking you're gonna blend a beautiful color, and then all of a sudden it's like you know, pea green or brown. You're like, okay, no, that's not exactly what I was going for. I love this, by the way.
This I heat embossed with some white embossing powder, and that kind of served as a little bit of a mask. But you can see here how I blended all of these colors, and all of them are unique and vibrant in their own way.
Yeah.
None of them are like a muddy, gross brown.
Well, just looking at this, I thought maybe you took hours to go around those with the Molotow masking pen, but that was just
with a heat emboss. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
However, you could use the Molotow with a stamp and kind of go over, you know, designs that you don't want to take the color that you're doing, which is really kind of cool. Yeah. Or you can, you know, go the easy route, because who wants to spend hours lining all that?
Yeah, you
but
need
it's cool that
it's
cool that you can still do that though.
Yeah, you can still. So I don't know if this is dry enough, but you can see that.
Oh yeah.
Then you can actually take like an eraser.
Yeah.
To get a crisper line.
I love that.
It rubs off and it's an actual mask.
That's
so
cool. Love those. Those are also on sale right now in our blowout sale. And we also have some Faber-Castell items that are really cool. You know, we love kits around here. We love kind of the one-stop shop. You get everything you need,
Yes.
and it's good to go. So we have some really cool products from Faber-Castell that are on sale. But before we go into that, we're going to check in with Emily to see what you guys are thinking on the Peerless watercolors and the Molotow masking pen. I know people love both of these, but curious if any of you guys have these items.
Sounds like some people have the Peerless watercolors already in their stash. I think a lot of people got them the last time that we showcased them on live, which was when the owner of Peerless actually was able to Skype in with us, and she was able to tell us a little bit about her process and how she makes them, and it was really cool. If you guys missed that episode, they're actually handmade. She soaks them and dyes them in the paper. And she said she has people that have been using the same pack for or they found one from over 100 years old, and it still works, and it's great. So it's a really cool product. It looks like the extension, the bonus pack is sold out, but we do still have some of the complete Peerless pack, and it's 50% off. So it's a really good deal. It sounds like a lot of people Some have them, some haven't had the time to try them. Definitely, if you've got them in your stash, break them out, and if you don't, pick them up today.
Well, the fact that these are hand painted is amazing. Because excuse me, when I saw them, like, how does this work? So the fact that someone's actually hand painting the colors on here, you can tell a lot of TLC has been put into these. And like Emily said, it sounds like, you know, a little bit goes a long way, and you can have these colors for a long time. Yeah. All right. So like I said, next up we have the Faber-Castell items that we're calling out. These are also on sale, up to 51%. I don't know, do you want to start with yours? The chalkboard?
Yeah, and as Meghan said, we love kits. It has everything that you need in one little box, and it's a great addition to your stash. Once you take everything out, all of these individual pieces can be used over and over again. So it comes with a really cool chalk, kind of like chipboard chalk cards that you can use with some pretty stencils that they have, and they have it comes with the pencils as well.
I love the colors.
So like these are just a couple of the samples I had made when I was playing around with them before, but it offers a little booklet in there that's got inspiration, so you can really kind of, the chalk trend is not going anywhere.
No.
It's still everywhere right now, and it's just a way to get started without feeling overwhelmed or like trying to draw something on a giant chalkboard.
Right. Or collect all the supplies separately and hoping that you got the right one.
Right.
So this has everything you need. So it takes the guesswork out of it.
Yep.
And looking at these, you obviously freehanded that.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a stencil, or did you actually freehand that?
No, that's a little stencil that comes in there. Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's
also a little stencil. They have little frames and flags. So it's really cool, a little kit to have.
Love that. And there's a couple other kits that we're going to call out here. This one is the card making design kit, and once again you get everything you need to make some cards. This includes it's a 24-page book design as well, or design book as well. So it gives you ideas, kind of walks you through the steps of how to make these really cool cards. Once again, taking the guesswork out of everything. There's even, looks like, some color planning to help you kind of plan your colors and your layouts. And I'm just going to flip this over and show you everything that you get. So we're getting, let's see, the segments and greetings sheet, which is this guy right here. Pull this out. So you can clip these apart. Depending on the card you want to make, we have, congrats, hello there, fabulous. So lots of sentiments you can use to custom any card that you want to make. And then we have some kind of pretty papers here, once again, that you can cut up. You can use your punches on. You can use in your die cutting machine, so you can customize, for whatever event you are doing a card or a layout for.
Especially like in the summer, people have barbecues for everything. An excuse to have a barbecue, and you can make a cute little thank you card for the hostess.
That's a really great idea. And there's these mini cards here that come with envelopes. And it also includes the larger envelopes, because it looks like we're doing square cards here. So you have the envelopes for the cards that you're making. And of course, a really fun stencil here, so you don't have to freehand anything if you don't want to. Some little enamel dots. And then, of course, Faber-Castell's gelatos, along with some of their crayons, some foam squares, a little blending tool there, and some chipboard shapes.
It really has everything you need.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this looks like glue. Is this glue, I think? I think that's glue, right? Maybe? Yeah. So you get some glue. So really grab the kit, make some cards, and you're good to go. So this one is on sale as well. And then we also have, looks like these might be the same. Yes. No. Yes. So we have 3 or 4 maybe card making kits out there. So check those out. And not to forget the double scoop gelatos. These are also in the Faber-Castell sale. So if you love gelatos, why not do the double scoop? It's basically double the fun. So you get more. They're a little bit wider than this is the traditional gelato here, and then you get kind of the bigger bang for your buck there. And I love these colors too.
I was gonna say these are like some of my favorite colors I've made, because they are like super
Look how bright that
vibrant.
Is. Yeah.
And I love how they blend. So it's just really, really pretty.
It's very summery.
Yeah, and you can like totally blend them with your finger.
I love that.
Yeah, these are my favorite.
You could throw a stencil down, kind of go over it with your finger, and you can also use water with it to blend as well.
Yes.
So very versatile. I know people love the gelatos. Every time we have them, people kind of go crazy over them because so many different ways you can use them. I know I actually did a project using a wooden frame.
Yes,
and I just did a bunch of different colors and took some water and blended all the colors, and it kind of gave, I don't know, like not a marble, but like just I don't know, very texture kind of looking, not texture, but like, I don't know.
It was unique how
very
the colors
blend-
blended, and
Yeah.
it just gets soaked up by the
Just
grain of the
water.
wood.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
So,
pretty technique.
Love these, Emily. I know people on chat, I'm assuming, are huge gelato fans. Has anyone done any cool projects with gelatos or used them in a way that, you know, maybe we haven't thought of?
We definitely have some gelato lovers. Chris had said she wants to give them a try, and that card making kit is a great way to get into it because it does have all those fun card making elements that you might be more familiar with, but it has a great taste of the gelatos and a really easy way to get started. Kits are definitely the way to go because you can like kind of get into it and learn a little bit about it before you start making things on your own, and you have those guides. So really great kits available. They love all of the colors available in that double scoop set. They're so vibrant and gorgeous. So definitely some gelato lovers, definitely some people I think that are going to be adding more to their stash.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that, like you said, that they come with the booklet. So if you've never used them before, it steps everything out. And that one actually had the color guide. So if you're not sure how to use color or what colors to put together, it totally steps it out for you. So it makes you look like you know what you're doing if you feel like you don't. So love those.
Yes.
Let's see. Up next, we have I'm probably going to butcher this. The Kirarina. Anyway, before I said, am I saying this right, Megan? The Kirarina 2-in markers, and these are oil based. And I didn't realize this. I know we showed these during our sleepover, and I didn't realize this, but you get 2 colors. These are 2 different colors.
Oh, that's right.
Did you know that? I did not know that. How cool is that? So you're essentially getting 8 different colors in each pack. And what's great about these markers is you can use them on paper, you can use them on photos, glass, plastic, and even cloth. So how cool is that? So these little markers here are very versatile, and once again, that really cool kind of bright color palette that you love with the gelatos with these markers. So I did not know this.
I didn't know that you could use them on so many different things.
Yeah, right? Okay, so these are oil based. So they're not. They do have a little bit of alcohol in them as well. So once again, you're not going to want to use these on your coloring books because it will bleed through.
Yeah.
But you can use them obviously on a ton of different surfaces. Get that really cool, bright color on your project. And
I love that both colors on the one marker coordinate so that you can kind of mix and match them all.
Yeah, these are really cool. I mean, the fact that you can use them on photos. I know people are loving kind of Instagram and their Instagram photos.
In your planner.
In your planner, you can, accessorize and add some fun colors and details with these awesome markers. And this is the pastel set. And I think we have another set on sale as well. So love these markers. And like I said, I had no idea the first time I showed them that they had 2 colors per marker. So Emily, we're going to kick it over to you. Anyone using these? Have they used them? I know these were pretty big around Christmas, and people were buying them up. I don't know if people are still using them or if they need more.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people, they don't have them yet. But there is a question, are these permanent on fabric?
I'm assuming so, but I would not launder them. I'm assuming it's one of those things where more for like your craft projects on fabric. I wouldn't, decorate a t-shirt and then throw it in the laundry because it probably will wash out.
Yeah, I don't think it's intended for
wear and wash.
Yeah.
I think it's just for cloth, any kind of mixed media projects that you're doing. These would be great for. So I would not recommend doing anything that you plan on wearing or that will need to be laundered.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I don't think so.
All right. So moving right along, love the markers here. Next up, Claudia, are you showing us a project?
Actually, the
Tim Holtz Distress Crayons.
The Distress Crayons, yes.
Which is new. We have the new Distress, still relatively new. These debuted at CHA this year. And when I saw them, I'm like, of course Tim came up with the crayon because obviously, right? He has all of his other distress products, so why not add some crayons to the mix? And how do these work? I know that they're very similar to his other distress products. They react with water, correct?
Correct. And actually, I think we have a video we're going to show first, and it's kind of going to show you a little bit of the techniques and really quickly, and then I'll show you kind of the breakdown of what I did in that video.
Perfect. so cool.
Yeah.
Love these crayons and love the colors.
So many techniques that you can do with these. These are the sets and the different sets that we offer. This is kind of like your neutrals that you want, your basics.
Your staples,
Yeah, these are a little bit darker jewel tones, and then the brights.
These are my favorite.
Of course.
I mean,
those are my favorite
right?
too.
It's like, why? Of course these are the favorites, right? Because they're nice and bright and colorful and, nice and poppy.
So what's really cool about these is that you can actually just use them as a paint. So if you put them on like your craft mat or something, you can actually mix them up and use them as a paint.
It almost looks like lipstick.
Yeah,
a little lipstick
it does. So you can use them to paint. Oh, let's get this over here. You can use them as a watercolor like this.
Very cool.
Or you can use them dry. Like if you want to put them on an embossed paper, it's going to pick up that raised texture.
And then so this is just an embossed piece of paper that you did.
Yeah, it's just any embossing plate that you have, and you can see there that it'll pick up that texture, and that'll get like.
And you can just blend with your finger, which is nice. You can just
blend with your finger. And then there's also, if you want to use it, like you had said, with like a stencil, you can use it. Let's use this one. But yes, very blendable, reacts with water. So you can actually like apply a little bit, and then if you want to blend it.
Love it. You can use it with the stencil.
Yeah, you can blend it with a little sponge-tipped blending tool.
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that these, if you blend them together, if you use the actual crayon over another color, it's not going to compromise the actual color that you're using, so they're not going to mix.
Right.
Right? So
they're really waxy, like crayons.
Yeah.
That's the name, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can really kind of blend them together.
And keep blending.
And you get really cool colors. You can see that. So
cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the adult version, right, of Crayola.
Yes.
You can get your crayons, color with your kids, but these are the more adult, have a lot more features than your Crayolas. But I love those. Emily, I'm assuming, it's a Tim Holtz product. I'm assuming the ladies and gentlemen on chat love these as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some Tim Holtz lovers in the house. He's always coming up with some great products. And the nice thing about these is that they're in the colors that he already has in his distress line, correct? So they already coordinate with the Tim Holtz distress stuff that you already have. And they're going to mix with those and look great with them. So it's just another thing to add to your stash, and it'll go perfectly.
I love that he kind of keeps everything together, keeps everything coordinating. So you're not like, oh darn, like I wish I had, no, if you get this and you already have these colors in, inks or paints or sprays, they all go together. So naturally you need these as well, because it's going to give you different textures in some of those other mediums that he has. So love the crayons. Make sure you guys check those out. And I think, is that all we have for today?
I think that's it for today.
All right, you guys. I think that's all we have. Thank you for joining us. I am excited to be back. Yay! My husband is manning the ship today with the baby, so hopefully he is okay by himself. But you will start seeing me here more often. I'll be back doing lives, doing Facebook Live, doing Periscopes, doing projects. So I'm excited to be back with all of you and everyone here. And we will see you all back here again on Thursday.
Yes.
See you guys.
Bye.